So, today was a perfect example of how the market can like push against you and trick you as to what the move for the day is going to be. And also setting your take profit, setting your stop loss, and just setting and forget. Because sometimes if you're monitoring the trade too much, you might become biased because you're seeing how the candlesticks are being formed, or if you're using a line chart, you're seeing how it's moving, and that can kind of distract you from where price is truly moving. So, also setting your take profit ensures that if the market kind of goes in your favor like a big push before reversing, it ensures that it takes you out of the trade. You win, you take your profit and go. And also, after further reviewing the chart, I saw where I believe that I had set my take profit a bit too low, but I see that the market came right up to there, hit it out, and then came right back to reverse and can could have eaten away most of my profits. So today I had mostly like a price action trade. So basically on the QQQ we were finding like a bottom around here. So I had my stop loss at close to the previous level of support here, daily support, and I went to 286. So I believe that I didn't want to risk too much that if the market really started to push down here, this is where I got out. No, I decided that if I was wrong and it started to go to 286, that would have been me just out for the day. And it's either I'm out for the day or I pivot if I'm seeing the dollar continue to move, indicating that this move might continue, right? So a little nuance to it is that I could see in the morning. So this is 9:30, right? So 9:30, I'm seeing the dollar basically reject these levels here. It reject here, come back down, reject here, come back down. It reject here previously, came back down, reject here previously, came back down. So from that, I was kind of bullish bias. However, I just before 9:30, I set my trade and just let it run, right? So I'll set the trade, just let it ride. So I set the trade believing that the dollar would have been more bearish, even though the market, something about the market happened today that pushed the dollar up for like a small amount of, I would say around 15 minutes, the market pushed up before reversing to the downside, which was bullish for the QQQ, right? So on this is where I got the move. It seemed that the QQQ, even though it started to reverse while it had these green candles here, it still was able to push up before kind of acknowledging those movements. So it kind of moved against this negative move. So even though, and this is funny, the QQQ and the dollar were kind of moving kind of opposite today, as you can see, because you can see that the market, this is the dollar, and the dollar came up, and on the QQQ we have that move up as well. So what I did, I had my stop loss at 286, just a little below the previous low, and this is pre-market, and I had my take profit at 28922. So I'd put it at zero point 0.1 less than the daily resistance level because I don't want to be greedy and end up like there's some of these times when it doesn't go exactly to that level and you'll be faked out. Because even look at this. If you were to have your take profit exactly at 28932, you wouldn't have hit take profit, right? But I'm having my take profit at 28922, which is like a little bit below, but in case it goes within that area, there's a higher chance of me getting taken out for profit and I'm just leaving the trade, right? So, what I did today, and as you know, I'm just believing in my strategy a bit more, taking on a little bit more risk and just playing it from there. But I'm taking on more risk. I'm still setting my stop loss, still setting my take profit. But however, since practicing, I'm able to kind of spot moves better, spot when the market is being very choppy, spot when the market picks a direction, and kind of ride that wave, right? So today, one trade. and it was a 100 share trade on the QQQ, entered at 9:30 and closed at 9:53, right? So let's put those positions here on the chart. So at 9:30, I entered at 287.31, which is right around here. 287.31. So right around here is where I entered to the buy side, and then I closed it on the 950 candle. And let's get to that here. 950 is which one? This one. Yeah, the 950 candle when it hit 28922, right? So this is where I entered and this is where I exited. So all in all, good trade on the market today. You get most of the move, you get most of the range. I was thinking about playing it back to the downside, but personally, I'm not. That's not my favorite way to play it because it can continue against you, and that's where you kind of get greedy, and the market can just feed on that greed, right? So even though we kind of found a top here, you could have ride it down to the bottom, ride it right back to open. And this would have given you another 189 of profit, which wouldn't be bad. So what I hope you're monitoring what I'm doing and you can learn what I'm doing and get some value from what I'm doing because I'm being very transparent and you're seeing that I'm using Trade the Pool as my broker and you can use the broker down below. I have a link. I get a kickback if you use it because I'm an affiliate. So if you sign up, you use the broker, you find some success with it, I'm gonna get paid from doing that, right? But basically, what I wanted to do and what I'm still working on is just having that consistent trend, building the skill set that I can spot when the market kind of finds a bottom, the market is kind of choppy, the next level the market might go to, and just play off of that, just apply the capital to that, right? So as you could see, like today, kind of choppy. However, it messed around that level a lot. So I wouldn't want to like enter here and try to close there. That's like you're assuming a lot of risk to make a little bit of money. So it wouldn't make a lot of sense. But at 9:30, if you enter and you have the right direction and you believe the market is entirely sells for the day, even though it might do a little reversal, that is how you can make a lot of profit because today it would have been either I'm going to the upside closing here or I'm going to the downside and trying to exit the trade here with my stop loss being at this level or close to this level or my stop loss being down here. And also it's a special week. So the stocks might trade a bit different. They might trade a bit biased because you have like it's a earnings week, right? So what did Microsoft had earnings today? And look at that. Microsoft had a crazy move, right? And Microsoft makes up a big portion of the QQQ. So you have some bias there in that the dollar can be moving up, but you have a lot of money pouring into the large holdings of the QQQ, which is probably Microsoft, Apple, Tesla, Google, Facebook. You're right. So you have to understand this when you trade in the market as well, that there are other factors that are contributing to certain types of moves. So you have also what CPI, you have also Fed decisions. So you have stocks that make up a big holding in that, and you have earnings, and prior to earnings, you have a lot of people like positioning, putting capital into these stocks. People putting capital into these stocks are simply going to push up the QQQ because the QQQ is trying to track the price action of the Nasdaq 100, and as the index itself is going up in price because money is going into the individual stocks and the index is trying to like allocate some, I don't remember what they call it, but they allocate basically, they can say Microsoft makes up 10% of the QQQ, Apple makes up 5. So they try to like match that allocation, and then that kind of gives the QQQ its valuation or its price on a daily basis. But that's basically what happened today. Let's see how Bitcoin played with this movement, if it was like a bit more confluent, if you could have probably traded. Let's check it out. So at 9:30, you had a move down, you had a big push down, and you also came up and hit some levels to around 4 o'clock. So it was very similar. You came right up to 950, hit this level 955. That's where you sold off. You still didn't come. You still did not come right back down to open, so that was good. But this could have scared you because this move down alone might be having you in like a lot of negative, having you contemplate where you entered the trade, all of that. And I'm working on trading psychology as well by Mark Douglas, trying to listen to Trading in the Zone over and over and over. I'm probably just gonna buy that book so have more indulgence of that content, right? All in all, it was a good day. Tomorrow is Wednesday. It's gonna be a great Wednesday, right? It's gonna be a great Wednesday, right? Wednesdays aren't my favorite, but let's just see how it goes. Wednesday is gonna be great, great, great. Even though I might reduce my position sizing because I'm not the biggest fan of Wednesdays, but it's gonna be great, right? All in all, it was a good day, and I hope you're seeing more nuance to the strategy as we do it day by day. It's January 24th, 2023, and I expect the strategy is gonna make me rich some way, somehow. It's going to get me there. All right. And I see you tomorrow, January 25th. It's Delano's birthday. So get ready to celebrate that. All right. I'll see you. Bye bye.